So today we're going to talk about how you ruin your wood. And I mean like your wood for woodworking and smaller projects like that. Not typically on the bigger scale, but mostly for, woodworking if you have your own woodworking or business or it's just a hobby for you. Typically, the woods we use need to be, or the woodworking that we do rather, is very fine, and we need to have good quality wood and make sure that stuff doesn't crack or break as time goes on. That our woodworking stays in decent shape and will last a long time. To do this, we need to make sure that we bring in our wood. If our wood is being stored outside, that we bring in our wood into our shop or our house before we use it. Typically, you want to make sure that you have it in there 1 to 2 weeks before you're going to use it. Now, I know sometimes you get rushed and you need the wood now, but this is really, really important step that I even follow. I know it's surprising. I know you guys think I'm a pretty rookie woodworker, but I make sure to follow this because otherwise it will crack and bow. Now, I've had problems with this in the past. That's one of the reasons I follow this. And also, I live in central Alberta, and where it's winter half the time, and that means that it's cold. The wood's soaked with snow and moisture and frozen ice. It's solid, so that's a main reason. I even sometimes make sure it's in the shop like a month before, just so it can dry out. Make sure it's all as dry as can be, because otherwise, first of all, when you start using it, places will crack that you wouldn't expect once it does get dry. And I need to make sure, because I use epoxy, that it is below 8% moisture at least. So yeah, this is a really important step, and most people might not realize it, but this will prevent your woodworking from cracking or tabletop from bowing and stuff like this in the future, just from doing this step. And you're putting your name on this stuff too. You got to be proud of what you do. And I know sometimes maybe you use the wood right away, whip it up, sell it out the door. And you're like, oh, it's out the door, who cares? Well, sometimes it could go bad, and you go ask them how the woodworking's doing, especially if they're a local person. And they're like, oh yeah, it cracked and whatnot, but whatever, like, oh, it cracked. So yeah, this is a big step. If you don't do this, your woodworking projects could be ruined. Make sure to bring in your wood 1 to 2 weeks into your shop before you use it, just so you can get the same moisture level, have it at the same humidity and stuff like that. As I said before, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out some of my other videos.